welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something slightly different. I'm doing a monthly favourites. This is all to do with Vlogstars, the monthly linky that Colette and I run together, and last month we decided that this month's theme would be monthly favourites. So I have been ferreting around trying to find things that are my favourite things, and actually it's quite difficult. I think at the time I think, oh, that's lovely, and then I move on and I don't actually make a mental note that it is my favourite thing. And if I'm to do one of these videos again, if it's successful, then I'll have to be a bit more organised and make a running note as I go along of anything that catches my eye and is particularly a favourite thing that month. So I have gathered a few things together that I have been enjoying and liking to share with you. So if you like it, please do leave a comment below. I would love it if you subscribed as well so you don't miss out on future videos. And so like I said, if it does well, then I will do another one of these next month. But here we go. Here is my monthly favourites for May, June time. So I'm going to start off with a book, one that I have been reading probably for about 6 months, and it is by my favourite author, Cecilia Ahern, and it is Flawed. So Cecilia Ahern is the author behind P.S. I Love You. She's done a couple of movies, but mainly she's done loads of books. So my favourite is Where Rainbows End. A Place Called Here is one of my all-time favourites, and If You Could See Me Now, which is all about imaginary friends. It's amazing. So every time she brings out a new book, I have to read it because they're just all amazing. And this one is actually a two-parter, which I didn't realise when I first started reading it. So it's taken me 6 months to read just one. And I'm probably never going to get the chance to read the second book to find out what happens. But it's really interesting, and it's about a girl who lives in a society where if somebody does something wrong, rather than just sending them to jail, they brand them with a hot poker with an F to say that they are flawed. And she becomes flawed. She gets branded, not just once either, even though she's pretty much like the perfect model human. She does something that means that she does get branded, and I've just finished it, and I want to know what's happened. So she's been branded, and now what's going to happen now? So I've really enjoyed that book. So if you haven't read any of Cecilia Ahern's book, go and read If You Can See Me Now, or if You Could See Me Now, I think it's called. That is brilliant. But yeah, I can recommend that one if you haven't read this one yet. It's Flawed. So another book I have been, well, I didn't take so long to read. I read a few books at a time just because I'm a bit of a weirdo. So that one obviously is a fiction book. And then there's this one, which is, well, actually, I've got a third one. So the first one I started reading, if you follow my blog at all, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Hygge, spelt Hygge. So it's like Haig, but it's pronounced Hygge. And I've been loving it every season, and I've written a few posts all around the subject of that. And I read a book which is on my Kindle, so I brought my Kindle. You can't actually obviously see the book, but it's called A Year of Living Danishly, and it's just fascinating, and it makes me want to move to Denmark because I'm enjoying everything that I'm hearing about this woman and her experience of moving there for a year and a bit. And I just think the way that they run the country just sounds brilliant, especially as UK at the moment is pretty naff. So yeah, I really enjoyed reading that. And then I saw this one, which is The Danish Way of Parenting, which there's a competition to win this book over on my blog. If you I'll put a link below. It finishes very soon, so I'll put the end date on that as well. But so I was sent this, well, they contacted me and said, you know, are you interested in Hygge? I was like, well, yes, actually, I'm obsessed. And so they sent me this, and it's just a really interesting read. And actually, I've realised since reading it that I pretty much parent Danishly anyway. It must just be an inherent thing in my brain that I parent that way. It's not a how-to book as such. It just sort of gives you tips that you can take it or leave it, I guess. It's not like oh, you must do this to be an amazing parent or things. I mean, it's sort of saying, you know, encouraging play, encouraging team building. It's got just different things that you read it and you think, oh, that's so obvious. So, I don't know, it's interesting. So I enjoyed that. Moving on to something that I love is food. And we have just come back from holiday in Holland and I ate my weight in these, which you may have seen before and not realised that they are a Dutch traditional food, I guess. They're called, well, I'm probably going to say it completely wrong. They're called stroopwafels. Stroopwafels. And they're basically like like wafers, I guess, with caramel in the middle. And I need to find, if anybody knows if they sell these in Britain, I need them in my life. This was my last packet. I can't even show you. Ate them last night, all gone. But they are delicious, so I've been loving those, and if you know where I can buy some, let me know in the comments, because I'm desperate for those. Something else from holiday, well, I didn't buy them on holiday, wore them on holiday. They're from, my friend got them. I don't know if she's found them on Instagram or on Facebook, a little company called Frankie and Lola. Basically, they sell hairbands there, with matching hairbands for your children. So I have 3 children, 2 girls, and of course my baby boy with his little dribble bib. And if you follow me on Instagram, you may well have seen the photo of the 4 of us wearing them. I joked to my husband that I could have got him one that he could have worn as a bracelet, and then we could all be matching. You can imagine the joy on his face when I mentioned that. But yeah, so I have been enjoying wearing my hairband, and they have loads of different patterns and styles, so I'm going to be buying more. So you can enjoy that. Follow me on Instagram and you can enjoy all of the different patterns and the matchy with my little boy with my hairband. So Frankie and Lola, cannot recommend them enough, because they are nice quality, and I think they were only £2.50 each, so the whole set cost me £10. So I mean, that's a bargain, isn't it? £2.50 for joy. So yeah, £2.50, so £10 to kit me and my kiddies out, and that's the best £10 I've ever spent in my life. Next, we've got some home things. I've seen these, I can't remember who I saw. It might have been, I think it might have been Hayley from my Happy Ever After. I will check. She probably, hopefully, if you're watching this, was it you, Hayley? Did you see these? These are from Primark, and they were £2 each. Oop, I don't know if that will focus. So they're little fake cactuses. So I've got 3 cacti. Is it 1 cacti? One cactus, cacti, yeah. So, different shapes, and they just have the little, it is black, little black things. They're going to go in my bathroom, or they've been in my bathroom anyway, and I love them. So £2, so that's £6 there. Next up is some beauty. I have no eyebrows. I mean, I have some eyebrows, they're just not very good eyebrows, partly because I did overpluck when I was a teenager. But partly due to the fact that I'm getting older and seem to just be going bald in the eyebrow department. But also, so thirdly, considering I've got really dark hair, I mean, obviously I've got highlights in my hair, but my actual natural hair is quite dark, it's like the darkest brown possible, but I've got quite fair natural eyebrows, which is no good, because with dark hair, if you've got no eyebrows, you just look ridiculous. And so I have been using, you can see that, the Maybelline Brow Perfect, I think that says. Brow Precise Fibre Filler. And I've used medium brown, and it actually does go quite dark. And it's a brow mascara. And so it comes with, it comes with a little brush, and then you just brush them onto your eyebrows and it just fills them in. And you know, it's not, I was worried it'd be a bit gloopy and a bit like I've drawn it on with felt tip, but actually it looks quite, not hoping it looks quite natural. But if you've got dark hair, then I can recommend that one. My final thing that I have been loving is my gratitude journal. I got this from Apples and Pips, which is run by my wonderful friend Hannah. And I was asking around, does anyone know where I can get a decent one? Because I didn't want just a notepad to write down my own 3 good things every day. I wanted something a little bit different. So it's really nice because it's inside, so it's got the day. So it's not a date, it's just however many days you've been doing it. And then it says the thing that I'm most grateful for today is... and then you pop that in there, and then the reason, so because, and then even more wonderful things that I'm grateful for today down here. So you're not just limited to 3 people that I would like to thank today. My affirmation for the day is, and how do I want to feel today? And I found that actually is the most important thing, because if you it's not just at the end of the day, so it's at the beginning of the day, you're setting yourself up and thinking, okay, I've got such and such to get done, so I want to feel productive, I want to feel motivated, or, you know, and just telling yourself that actually really helps. And then at the end of the day, going through and writing down what you're grateful for. I think especially, you know, everything that's been going on the last, well, couple of weeks, but in the longer scheme of things, being grateful for what you have, I think, is really important. It just grounds you and makes you appreciate what you have. So I've really been enjoying this one. It's just a really nice one. It's just at the beginning it says, you know, start each day by smiling and saying thank you 3 times, and just little things like that, just getting you in a positive mindset. I think that's really important. So they are my favourite things. I will leave links below and confirmation of some of the things I wasn't quite sure about. But that's it. So if you would like to share your favourite things for the month, then do join in either on my blog, which is whatkatysaid.com, or over on Colette's blog, which is we'regoingonadventure.co.uk. Now here on Vlogstars, we want to help you to become the best vlogger possible for you. And so we want to start mixing it up a little bit, not just doing 5 this, 5 that. We thought it would be fun if you could do a helpful vlog, because actually they do really well on YouTube, and so we thought everybody is good at something. Everybody is an expert in some field or another, whether that is in a specific niche field like floral arranging, or in stamp collecting, or makeup artist, or I don't even know, just being a mum. You could just be, do you know what, I'm a brilliant mum, I'm really good at that. You know, obviously like Colette and I are teachers, so we are skilled in teaching children to read, or for spellings, or whatever it is. So we thought it would be fun to challenge you to make a helpful video, a tips-based video. So we thought we could do 5 tips for whatever it is. So the example I thought of was 5 ways to help your child learn to read, or 5 ways to help them enjoy reading, or you could do 5 top tips for a quick morning routine, or you know, you might be really good at finding days out, so my top 5 days out for a 5-year-old, or you know what I mean, anything that is tips based, it's something that you're good at, because you are good at something. Don't be sitting there thinking, well, I'm not good at anything. Yes you are, yes you are. So I want you to think about, what are you really good at that you can teach us something in 5 simple steps. Okay, so that is your challenge for next month. This month, obviously, we are linking up our favourites, so go and do that now. And if you've enjoyed this, then be sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you again soon. Bye.